What's up, you guys? So this is character building part 4, and I'm going to use one of my favorite characters of all time, Obito, and Minato is my second. Well, Minato and Obito are both my favorites. The reason why they're my favorites is because they're both Aquariuses, like I am, and I like the fact that one of them went down the path of evil, and one of them went down the path of good. So Minato turned evil because all he was constantly dealing with is people putting him down and him getting treated like trash. And then you have Minato, who literally gave his life so his son could be born. Also his mom, Kushina, as well, Naruto's mom. But these are two of my favorite characters, right? But right now we're going to talk strictly about Obito. Obito is a very complex and very interesting character to me because, number one, he's like, what if Naruto was an Uchiha and went down the wrong path? That's literally what Obito is what if Naruto went down the wrong path? And it's funny because he's before Naruto. And even Kushina, Naruto's mom, straight up was like, man, if I have a child, I want my child to be like Obito. You know what I'm saying? And I really love that. I always think about her saying that because it was so interesting. I love the Naruto Storm games. And they talk about that a lot. But there's that. That's why I like him. And I like the fact that, he's clumsy. He's unpredictable, inexperienced. He is lovey-dovey for Rin. Like, he's like obsessed with Rin. He loves Rin so much. He wants Rin to be so happy. He wants to be with Rin so much. Rin is just his baby girl. He's like, man, I love me some Rin. That is one of his favorite freaking people in the world, to the point where he's like kissing her picture and then Kakashi's looking at him through the window like, really, nigga? I really love that about him. And he's such a layered character. I mean, it's funny because he clashed with Kakashi so much when they were kids, talked mess about Kakashi, all this stuff. Kakashi is a Virgo, of course, so he's a perfectionist, and Kakashi is like, hey, we gotta focus on the mission. And Obito was like, nah, a real shinobi who abandons his friends is scum. You know what I'm saying? And he goes and saves Rin, and then Kakashi gets out of his BS of being a Virgo dude, and it's like, you know what, you're right, let's go save Rin. And then, of course, inevitably, Obito is the one that gets hurt. He gets crushed by the giant rock. He gives his eye to Kakashi. And I really love how Kishimoto did this thing where he gave Kakashi one of Obito's eyes. It's so freaking cool. Especially when, they get mad and you see the eyes go together and boom, they both unlock them and get your Sharingan. It's so freaking cool. I love that, bro. It's like a cinematic masterpiece when it comes to that. And then it's like, Rin dies, of course, and there is the fight where Obito is fighting the Blood Rain ninjas, right? And Obito is like, man, this is hell. He's like, I understand, right? And he had killed all these people, and all their blood is raining down like rain. Like, it's so poetic. It literally feels like a poem. I love how Kishimoto did that. That's how I'm gonna do some of my writing, is like a poem. I actually have like little poems for my characters and stuff like that, right? But he's such a tragic yet good character. And then there's literally, he evolves. He's like a Pokemon. This nigga evolves. You see Kid Obito, right? Then you see Kid Obito during the Blood Rain Mist part of the story. And he has like white Zetsu over him, and he has the black cloak. Then you see him as the masked man who literally summons the Nine Tails during the the night with freaking Minato and the massacre or whatever. Then you have him later on as Toby pretending to act goofy. Then you have him as Madara. Then you have him as Madara again. You know what I'm saying? Then they see that the Madara is actually alive. He got reanimated. Then now he's Toby again, and then that's the one with the mask, right? And then the mask gets broken where he's wearing the blue as the weapons. Now he's Obito again as an adult, and he's fighting Kakashi. Like, just the evolving of him, the evolution of him as a character is so freaking masterful. It's so nice. That's how you want your characters to be. You want your character to go through multiple phases where their style is different, their personality is different. You get to see all these different variations of the character and how they grow and change over time in the chapters of the story you are writing. And Obito is like the perfect example of that. And it's based on real life. As a person, you're different than you were like 5 years ago. You might be big, you might be skinny now, you might have dyed your hair blonde, and your personality has changed just a little bit over time. And he's like the perfect example of a character who's changed over time. There's so many different versions of him. I mean, you can get a action figure or a statue of all the different versions of Obito. I think there's like, how many altogether? I think it's like 6 or 7. But that's why he's one of my personal favorites. There's just so many layers to him as a character. So that's all I really have for you guys. I don't want the video to be too long. And then I'm going to do one on Minato as well, because I freaking love Minato. He's an Aquarius like me, January Aquarius. I love him. Obito, February Aquarius. Peace and blessings. Take care. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Love you. Follow me.